You. Let's start with the most important organ in your body, your brain. The thing that right now is processing these words, judging my haircut, and so quietly wondering if you left your stove on in the kitchen. Here's the thing about your brain. It is a professional liar. Your brain doesn't actually show you the reality. It shows you a prediction of the reality, a best guess based on your past experience. And science calls this predictive processing. I call it your brain is just a vibe. You know that thing when you see a face in a piece of toast? That's your brain being so confident. There is a face there that is just draws one in, and it's called paranoia. Your brain would rather be wrong confidently than uncertain correctly. Honestly, relatable. Yes. And here is the kicker. Your brain has a tiny region called interpreter in the left hemisphere. Its entire job is to make up stories, to explain your behaviors after you've already done it. So, when you eat an entire bag of chips and then tell yourself, I was just really hungry, that's not you explaining yourself. It's your brain is little spin doctor doing damage control. Basically, you're not the author of your actions. You're just a press secretary. Okay, while we've been talking, your body has been absolutely losing mind in the background. Right now, your heart has beaten about 150 times. Your bone marrow has produced roughly 17 million blood cells. Your intestines have moved food along using a process that, and I cannot stress this enough, is basically the same muscular motion as a worm crawling through dirt. Let that sink in. You're just a worm, a fancy worm with opinions. But here is my personal favorite. You are shredding skin right now. Every hour, you lose about 30,000 to 40,000 dead skin cells. And over a year, that's about 4 kilograms of skin. That house dust you're sweeping, it's largely your skin. And you're haunting your home or your gut. You have more bacteria in your intestines than there are stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Oh my God. These bacteria outnumber your own human cells. So technically, by pure democracy, you're more bacteria than you're human. You didn't win the evolutionary lottery. You are the lottery. And most of the tickets are just microbes. So, every single night, you do something absolutely terrifying. You voluntarily lose consciousness, become completely paralyzed, and then your brain starts hallucinating. We call this sleep, and we act like it's totally normal. During REM sleep, that's the dream phase. Your brain is more active than when you're awake. Your body is paralyzed, so you don't act out on your dreams. Which means somewhere in your brain, there is a system whose entire job to make sure that you don't karate kick your partner because you dreamed about fighting a giant sandwich. That system is called REM atonia. It is the only thing standing between you and chaos. You should respect it. The scientists still don't fully know why we sleep. We have theories: memory consolidation, cellular repair, brain waste removal. Yes, your brain literally flushes out toxic waste while you are sleeping. Like a biological dishwasher. But not a single definitive answer. No. We've been sleeping for hundreds, millions, if not thousands, years, and we still don't know why we are sleeping. That's like using microwave every day for 40 years. and you never read its manual. Wild stuff. Which is honestly most of us. Yes. Okay, let's talk about your emotions specifically. The fact that your body handles emotion, stress, and physical danger with the exact same system. You get a text from your boss that says, "Can we talk?" And your body responds as if a lion just walked into the room. Heart starts to rate up, cortisol flooding your system, pupils dilating. Your body is almost ready for fight. Just from the text of your boss. Ready to run. And then you just sit there looking at your phone, typing, sure boss, when works for you? That is your stress response. It was designed just for short bursts. Run from predators, survive, calm down. But the modern human experiences it dozens of times a day. Traffic, emails, social media. That one workmate who microwaves fish for lunch. Chronic stress literally shrinks your hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory and learning. So the stress doesn't just feel bad. It's physically reshaping your brain. Every time someone cuts you off in the traffic, they are committing a minor neurological crime against you. I want that statement on a sticker and I'll put it on my wall. But here's the beautiful flip side. Your brain is also neuroplastic. It can grow, change, rewire, meditation, exercise, learning new things. These literally build new neural connections. You can physically rebuild what stress tears up, and you're not stuck. You're a work in progress. Okay, DNA, the blueprint of life, the code that makes you, you. If you stretched out all your DNA in just one of your cells, it would be about 2 meters long. You have 37 trillion cells. That means the total DNA in your body stretches end to end, would reach from Earth to Pluto and back 17 times. You're calling the distance of Pluto inside you multiple times yourselves. And here is the part that gets me. Only about 1.5% of your DNA actually codes for proteins. Scientists used to call it DNA, just leftovers evolutionary clutter. Turns out a lot of that junk actually does important regulatory stuff. But also, and this is real, about 8% of your genome is made up of ancient viral DNA, viruses that infected your ancestors millions of years ago, got incorporated into a genome and just stayed. You are part of virus. We all are. And you're welcome. And here is another kicker. You share 98.7% of your DNA with chimpanzees, 85% with mice, 60% with bananas. 60% banana. I don't know what to do with that information. I think about it every time I take smoothie. And your immune system is most dramatic entirety in the known universe. When a pathogen enters your body, your immune system doesn't just deal with it quietly. No, it declares war. It raises your body temperature to make the environment hostile. That's your fever. It floods the area with inflammatory signals. It sends in specialized killer cells. It's a full military operations. And sometimes it get confused. Autoimmune disease happens when your immune system in infinite dramatic energy decide that your own body is the enemy. It starts attacking your joints, your thyroid, your nervous system. Your immune system so committed to the bit that will fight you rather than admit it made a mistake. Again, relatable. But also your immune system has memory. When it defeats a pathogen, it keeps a record. That's how vaccines work. You show the immune system is harmless, preview of the villain is memorize it, and then its real thing shows up your later. Bam, already handled. Your body is running a threat database. You're a biological cybersecurity system, basically. Okay, I want to end on something that genuinely blows my mind. Every time I think about it, every atom in your body, the carbon in your bones, the iron in your blood, the oxygen in your lungs was forged inside a star. Billions of years ago, massive stars burned through their fuel, collapsed and exploded in supernovae, scattering their atoms across the galaxy. Those atoms drifted through space, clamped together, formed plants, formed oceans, formed life, and eventually formed you. You're not just on the universe, you are off the universe. You are the universe looking at itself, asking questions about itself, making YouTube videos about itself. Carl Sagan said it best. We are a way for me, cosmos, to know itself, which is beautiful and also means the cosmos is currently procrastinating on its homework, arguing in the comment section, and stress eating at 2 p.m. So that's when you know we are doing great. So let's recap what we've learned today. Your brain is making everything up. 2, you are mostly bacteria. 3, you are haunting your own home with your skin. 4, stress is literally shrinking your brain. 5, you are 60% banana. 6, your immune system has main character syndrome. And 7, you are made of explode stars. Hey, you are the weirdest, most improbable, most scientifically absurd thing in the known universe. And you are doing great. Yes, you are. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, because I have a lot of more weird science to throw at you. And if you didn't enjoy it, well, that's your predictive brain being wrong again. See you on the next one.